One thing that you'll find at White Dove Farm is that we use half as much water for twice as much fruit yield. And how we do that is we interplant. In other words, normally a farmer wouldn't have that vine there and an avocado tree. But the spacing is such that we can grow both avocados and passion fruit on the same amount of water. One of the other things that we do here at White Dove Farm is we conserve water by not allowing it to water anything but the plant that we're interested in. And we do that by taking an old 1-gallon can and placing it over the top of a sprinkler emitter, and that limits it to the embankment that we kept it on. In other words, water only goes to this plant and not to the feeding of a weed source. We grow passion fruit here because we can. It has some very nice weather for it. We get a little cold in the winters, but we can carry through with our wind machines and our irrigation policies. It also loves the soil here. We don't have particularly sandy soils. A lot of times people will say it's just darn near adobe, but that's a good thing. And that means that we don't have to consistently water it. It's more like a sponge. Matter of fact, when we have UC Davis on the property, they have tensiometers. Their tensiometers can't pull any water out of our soil, so therefore I know I don't have to water as much as a normal farmer. So for instance, to the east of me we have 3 acres of lemons that we haven't watered for 3 years. Well, the cost savings to the community for not using 3 acres worth of water for 3 years is tremendous. Not only that, savings in electricity and anything else, but we're very fortunate here is because we're sitting on about 4 feet of adobe, and underneath that is about an impossibly thick section of sand. So there's our natural water reservoir, and if we can drive those roots through this adobe, they can take advantage of the water in the reservoir below it. So that's how we've been treating that particular acreage here, and we apply that here but on a limited basis because we can't afford to fool around too much and let the vines go dry, otherwise the fruit will come out somewhat less than desirable.